Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Here we go. Here we go.
Check. 6-6. Pull it high. Let's go.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Pilot, 64, weak.
They'll throw on 2nd down as Stick gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now on 2nd and 13. Stick. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, 76 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They're going to go play action now with stick. Hunter Henry brings it in. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Come on, Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Off play action, it's Stick. Completes it to Benjamin. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. This is Jones. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football...
That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go play action. Trubisky. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Throwing here, Trubisky, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Running right, Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 or. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A shotgun throw for Stick. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Come on, baby. Let's go. At their own 36-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Trubisky. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
1st and 10, Stick. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. It's complete to Watt. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Letting one go deep, and that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Let's go one more. 18. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check nickel.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself.
And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach.
And that pass is going to be intercepted by the all-pro DB Desmond King. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they try the sweep to Jones. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Stick. Caught by Allen. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Come on, set. 30 base. 59. Hey, Charlie. Hit it.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Mike Williams. Incomplete. He was covered by Prince Amukamara.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Hey, orbit. 5.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. Benjamin's got it. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 30. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustment. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Stick from the gun. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
You ain't got nothing. Check 59. Mike is smooth. 59. Drop deep. Mike, check.
Stick looks to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big time, John. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. Credit the tackle there to Jimidoe4's.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll run forward Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
On the double.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Watch the slip.
Now Stick. Out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
3rd down, they'll throw with Stick. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll throw on 2nd down as Stick, rolling to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, Cohen. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Trubisky to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Once more, here's Eckler. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Back to throw. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On second down, it's Jones.
It's wrong, fellas. It's wrong.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And scoring again, the Saints have extended their lead. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James.
Sets up 1st down and goal at the 9-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bears' 10-yard line.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for our visitors, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.